right, you guys, it is the Keeping It Raw podcast back at you with another video on today. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, should the Detroit Lions take a gamble on wide receiver Chase Claypool? Now, I know somebody's going to give this kid an opportunity. A lot of things have been going on with Claypool, far as with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Chicago Bears. I don't know if it's a mental state with the kid or what's going on with him, but Claypool is, I don't know. I don't know if he loves the game of football or what is going on that is causing this guy. Now, I did hear this about Claypool, is that he said something in one of his pressers, and basically he was saying that Chicago Bears was not utilizing him right. And I don't see anything wrong with that, somebody saying something like that, but then you can step on a lot of toes and you can offend people when you say that they're not using you right. Definitely Claypool is a very, very talented receiver. He came into the league balling. I believe that first season that he was in the NFL, he had like 9 touchdowns and over 800 yards catching. And then he kind of had a solid season his next year too as well. But the biggest thing is that this kid is very, very talented playing football, but does he love the game of football, or what's really going on that's causing him to have these issues going on with the Chicago Bears and with the Pittsburgh Steelers? So I know that somebody's going to take a chance on him. Maybe it might be the Carolina Panthers who's looking for a receiver, even though they picked up those receivers in the offseason. Maybe they're looking to grab another guy to help Bryce Young out. Maybe he go to Kansas City. Maybe he goes somewhere else. Somebody gives him an opportunity and a shot. But the biggest thing is he motivated by the game of football, and does he really want this thing? You have to really, really want it. And it's a lot of kids that have been put in a position to play the game of football, but sometimes they really, really don't have the passion or the love for it like you really think that they should be. But the talent is there with Claypool. He definitely has the talent. He has the size. I believe in the combine, he tore it up. He ran like a 4.4 in the NFL Combine. So the kid is very talented. But I think because he came out and said in one of his pressers, basically that, Chicago wasn't utilizing him right. And I don't see anything wrong with it. But maybe somebody else felt like in the organization that he was stepping on toes when he said that. And they was like, pretty much, we got to get this kid out of here. So maybe, if the Detroit Lions would take a shot on him. I know that the Detroit Lions have a nice receiving core. They got a lot of guys that Jared Goff has been accustomed to and been a rapport with. He still has to get a rapport with Jameson Williams. But at the same time, maybe Claypool is a kid that will be that big body possession receiver that the Detroit Lions need to replace Chark when they had Chark. Maybe he's that type of player that can come in and be that guy. You could have Claypool on the outside, and you can have Jameson Williams on the outside, and you got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot. So there's various ways of going by of picking up a guy like this and using his talent and utilizing him for the right things. But I definitely think that Claypool is a very talented kid. Somebody's going to give him a shot and give him another opportunity. And definitely the Lions may look at him and take another gamble. They already picked up David Montgomery. So they might be interested in taking another Chicago Bear from the Chicago Bears and picking up Claypool and giving him an opportunity to see what this kid can really do, or would he work out with the team. So it's all about his mental state. It's all about, does he love the game of football, and what does he really want to do? Sometimes you get on a team and the team doesn't know how to utilize you correctly. That can be something too. Sometimes a lot of players go to teams that don't really know how to use them. And then when they get there, it kind of messes up their career a little bit. So maybe you got a lot of that going on. Maybe it's just immaturity. Maybe it's just a plethora of things that could be going on with him. His mind state on how he approaches the game. It's so many things, man, that you could say that Claypool could be going through. But at the end of the day, man, this kid is talented. And I think that if the Chicago Bears want to get rid of him and trade him, definitely the Lions could take a look at it and see, if he can help this receiving core. Because I think that Marvin Jones' days really, to me, is really, really over to me. I think he's just holding up a roster spot. I think that you can get rid of Marvin Jones, even though he's a great locker guy. I really think that you can get really, really talented and pick up a guy like Claypool and bolster your receiving core even more. You know, having a possession receiver and a big body receiver like Claypool would not be a bad thing for the Detroit Lions because they did miss out on Shark. Shark did not come back. He went down to the Panthers, and that was their big body receiver. The Lions don't have really a big body receiver. So besides Josh Reynolds, who's about 6'3", you don't really have that big guy. So we'll see, man, if the Detroit Lions will take a gamble on Chase Claypool. I'm out of here. Until next time, peace.